Yo, 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 what's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. Whoa, Bitcoin down at 115. Let's check the rest of crypto real quick. Riot down 3%. Not as much as I expected, but still acceptable. If this can get back down into the tens, this is something I'd be adding. I doubt that it gets there, but we'll see. Okay, let's take a look at NQ real quick. Okay, on the hourly chart, we just traded into this hourly fair value gap. Wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being a rejection spot. But if we look at the higher time frames, we are not in like an amazing spot here. We haven't really broken out of the hourly yet. We do have our standard deviations here, so this could easily be a spot where we push. But I'd really want to see something more material than what I'm seeing right now. On the 1 minute chart, I think we're probably headed here to midnight. That's my guess. We do have this bullish breaker that formed here in the morning session. Also, if we can trade down into the bullish breaker, that would be another spot where I think we could probably long. So we'll see about that. Hold on, let me pull up YouTube quick. So yeah, I don't know what's exactly going to happen right now. I think we're probably going to pull back a little bit, maybe trade down into the breaker and then go higher. But ultimately, the draw right now for me is midnight opening price. I think that's where we're going to hit. Four hours kind of in the same situation. We're consolidating after a big leg higher. So I wouldn't doubt this consolidation continues. If we end up breaking out of it, then we'll probably see quite a big move to the upside. And then maybe we'll get pullbacks later on. But you guys can see here from that weekly chart, we did end up retracing the full 30% of that previous weekly range, and then we pushed higher. If we draw the exact same thing here, you can see the same situation playing out. So from here to here, this is the 20, 25, and 30% mark. So these could easily be draws on liquidity today. The thing is, there's not really a reversal spot, so there's not really a high time frame PD array that was hit, so we don't know for sure that this reversal is going to happen. That's the only problem. I'll keep them marked on my charts, but I think I would be more focused on longs than I would with shorts today. And you can see, guys, today we pressed through the previous all-time highs. We did reject, but that doesn't mean we're going to fully reject here. So I would say gun to my head up, but I don't really want to risk taking anything way too crazy. So we need to see an A plus inversion to the downside after a liquidity sweep. So if this happens, let's say, so we do have a bunch of equal lows here, by the way. We have equal lows right here. Hold on. We have equal lows here and equal lows here. So if we can get a sweep below these and then an inversion to target midnight, I think that would be a pretty decent setup. But we're going to have to be super, super patient. Let's take a look at the rest of the market real quick. NIO performing better than Tesla today. Tesla back up to 313. Not surprised about that. Even though their earnings call was pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. ASML down 2% on the day. This is something I've been adding pretty heavily. So if you guys want a long-term stock position, ASML is a great one in my opinion. That's all I'm seeing. From the Mag 7, worst performers Bitcoin. I wonder what the news was. Probably nothing, but still. All right, so now we're just going to be patient pretty much. Nike also doing well. Oh, I have to disconnect from my other computer. Never mind. If you guys see session disconnected, it's because I have TradingView up on one of my other laptops. So I expect it to just randomly disconnect, but all I have to do is click connect to to put it back on. So we do have a tiny 1 minute inversion to the upside here. Is this going to work? It could. I really have no idea. What needs refreshing here? Okay, there we go. Also, another thing I will note here, I don't know if you guys saw this, but there are perfect equal highs that formed right here. If we draw these out, I believe it's this high right here. If we draw that out in time, oh no, it's lower than that. This high maybe. Yeah. So there are perfect equal highs that formed at high of day. So that will definitely be a candidate for a draw on liquidity for me. But what I would prefer to see here is like a liquidity sweep down here and then a reversal back up. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right. Okay, so we got our equal highs that are up here. I think this is probably going to push up. We have that little 1 minute inversion. I don't know how it's going to do it, but it's probably just going to go, realistically. Unless we get some random news candle and it just dumps through all this liquidity. But really, if you want to try and risk this, you can keep your stop below this candle's low and target the equal highs. But that is not something I'm going to take. It's not A plus enough for me. But you can see on the, I guess, higher-ish time frame, we have liquidity sweep, bullish breaker. So no, it would be no surprise to me if this ends up ripping higher. But because we're so close to all-time highs and it's a Friday with no real news, I think there's only, let me check actually. Let's go on Discord quick. Core durable sales and core durable goods and durable goods orders. So orange folder news, nothing serious. So really, if you're longing this, you're um, just risking like a random spike. But you could do like a 1-for-1 here if you wanted. Target midnight opening price as well. We have one, two, three, four highs here that formed, so I would not be surprised if this just continues. Normally, we don't just stop at 4. If it's going to make this higher high thing, it just keeps doing it. But again, not A plus enough for me to take. Though there is that 1 minute inversion there, no way that I would take that personally. Wow, Tesla pushing up 3% on the day. Not necessarily surprising to me, but after that big gap down from earnings, probably come up and fill most of this or some of it before going lower. Elon said that the next 4 quarters are going to be pretty meh, which we all kind of expected. We're not expecting any material robo-taxi um, revenue for the next 4 quarters. And so until Tesla actually comes out with material FSD, robo-taxi, and then eventually Optimus sales in the next 12 to 18 months, we're probably not going to see huge movement on Tesla. Maybe big money front runs it, and we end up seeing a slow grind higher. And by the time robotaxi happens, it's a little bit too late to really invest at good prices. But that's typically how the market works, right? You're not going to make money investing when everything is surefire and ready to go. You're going to make money investing when things are in their decline or in their sales point. Indecision points, uncertainty points. This is where Tesla is right now. So in my opinion, if you want to make money on Tesla, these are the times to invest when things are very uncertain in most investors' eyes or in some investors' eyes. But in reality, when the long-term plan is still intact and nothing has really changed fundamentally. Okay, so another red candle there, testing this little 1 minute fair value gap. Again, not an A plus place to be trading. What I think will probably happen is we'll use this to go higher and tag the equal highs in midnight opening price. We also have another set of equal highs. I think they formed at London highs, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check here. Yeah, these are very algorithmic though. I'm not a huge fan of this type of equal highs where there's like 1, 2, 3 right next to each other. But this set of equal highs here is better, in my opinion. Okay, you can see we got a bounce out of this 1 minute gap, and I want to see this used to be pushed higher here. Yo, who's in the chat, by the way? I always feel like I'm talking to myself here. Let me know who you guys are, what you trade, if I've seen you here before, if you're new. All right. So continuous bounce out of that 1 minute. Let's see if we can get a push into the equal highs. I'd love to see that, but I mean, this is not something I would be a part of personally. There's 28 people watching this across different platforms, and there's only one like on YouTube. Come on, y'all. Where are the 28 of you? I think some of you are looks like are an X. Okay, so I tap into this one more time here. Again, if this holds, then this is going to be used to go higher. But keep in mind, we are in that hourly fair value gap, and we rejected from it, so you have to be super careful. Well, almost spilled that. Okay, so again, we have two sets of equal lows down here. Two sets. Right here. And right here, I believe. So if we can get a sweep of both of these, and then a really nice long setup, that would be something I would take to the equal highs. Okay, nice dip there. Close to the equal highs, but not quite. No inversion play to take either. All of this is just consolidation, nothing I'd want to be a part of. But if we can get a big down move here, let's say we do get a big down move, and then we get this inversion, I think this is going to be a good scalp to the upside. Targeting, I would target midnight and hold past the equal highs, because we have another set of equal highs above it, but I would hold it until midnight, which is in between both. Excuse me. So if we can get a liquidity sweep here, if one or two of these, because we do have a bullish breaker, so I'd be okay with just one, then the inversion, that is a play that I will take personally, targeting the equal highs. But you need to see this 1 minute fair value gap hold, and it just did, so that's actually perfect. So again, if we can get the liquidity sweep here, and then an inversion, that's going to be what I take. And that'll be my one trade of the day. Okay, beautiful liquidity sweep there. Let's see if we can get the next one. Okay, there's a tag in. Let's see if we can get the inversion here after the liquidity sweep. So this is enough of a liquidity sweep for me to take. We didn't form new equal lows. Okay, nice here. So let's see if we can get that 1 minute inversion. I'll take it very small size, but nonetheless, I think it's decent. And then you target the equal highs and midnight opening price. And again, I'm pairing this with a bullish breaker. I'm going to take this on one of my fundeds. That's it. Bullish breaker, buy side liquidity, macro time, liquidity sweep. So all those things paired together are enough for me to take something. I'm not going to take anything cash accounts today because there was no red folder news, but I will take this on a funded account if we get it. Now, what would be even better is if this liquidity gets run as well, this setup equal lows, and then we get it, but I'll still take it with just one. Only because we formed that bullish breaker today. And I'll take it on the screen for you guys too if you want, but it's up to you. It doesn't really matter about me executing on the screen, but if you know how the model works, you know when to execute. So the model will be executed if the 1 minute inversion trades above here, stop to break even at this high, and we would hold all the way up. But again, no trade is executed unless the 1 minute closes above. We've got just under a minute until the 1 minute closure. So let's see what happens. Again, this is not by any means A plus. I'm going to take it with a smaller size position because we do have a secondary set of liquidity here. And yeah, but nonetheless, I still think it's decent. So, dude, Tesla's back at 315. Let's go. Okay, so this looks like it could be the start of an intraday sell model. If this rejects and makes a newer low, then this second set of equal lows is very likely coming. Just a heads up. So yeah, to me it looks like this is going to happen. So we did this. Now we're rejecting from a 1 minute gap. We're probably going to make a new low and then target the second set of equal lows. Then this is probably where we'll get a reversal if we're going to get a reversal on the day. You guys can see every 1 minute PD array is being respected here. In this case, it's only one, but still. And if we are lucky enough to get that liquidity sweep, that is where I will look for my setup. So we want to see this hold, obviously, and just get a full red close candle through both of these green candles forming an order block, if it's going to form. But again, this is not a setup. This is just me looking for a liquidity sweep. That's what I want to see. Big red candle between through both green candles forming an order block. Yo, okay, what's up? Good morning, bro. We're just waiting patiently for a liquidity sweep here. If we can get this and then this inversion, that's what I want to take. Do 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 do. You lost $3? Oh no. How are you gonna recover, Kay? $3 is a huge loss. Okay, so we want to see big red candles here in this macro time to pass through this order block if it's going to be a short here. I mean, if it's going to be continuation down to the equal lows. Yeah, at least 1 year with the amount you're getting paid per hour. Okay, so hopefully we get the candle here, and then the liquidity sweep. That's all that I want for Christmas. And then an A plus inversion. Why the markets are dumping? What do you mean dumping, Kay? No, nothing's dumping. We're close to all-time highs. Whoops. Look at the daily candle. We're green. There's no dumping going on. We might be having a short-term, an intraday like sell program down to like a liquidity level, but I don't see any dumping. So we could easily see this close above and then still close below. That's my thesis, is we might just get a closure above on the 1 minute here and then get the inversion back down, but we'll see here. Okay, decent rejection there, holding that 1 minute gap. So if this ends up doing it, fine. Even if this 1 minute closes above, guys, I'm not fully convinced that that's going to be a long. I'd rather see this get swept first, trade back into the breaker. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here, but I'd rather see the down move happen now. And then if we do get this inversion after this liquidity sweep, then that'll be really good. So if we get this here, then we get the closure above, that would be what I would take to the equal highs and beyond. So I'll keep it on the screen here just so you guys can see what I'm looking for. That's my hope here. Baby, all I want for Christmas is you. Ooh, baby. Doo 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 doo. Okay, let's see if this holds. I just want to complete this sell model so we can go back up. Yes, Kay, I just bought more ASML. I've told you guys about this many times, but where is it? ASML is back down into this weekly gap after having a huge push higher. We traded into this 3-month. This is where my main ads were in this monthly fair value gap. We're trading back down into this weekly imbalance or volume imbalance here. So I'd love to see this be what drives us higher. But either way, for the long term, this is a good spot to add for me. Even if you add here and you tag this, it's a daily gap, you're looking at a 38% return on your money. Right, I'm looking for this daily gap to fill eventually. So from here, almost a 40% return, which would be beautiful. Okay, let's see this. Come on. Let's get the dump so we can finally get the long. Well, okay, for long-term investments, I'm not really concerned about that as much. I just look to buy on big discounts. ASML is down a ridiculous amount from all-time highs, 36%. That rarely happens for this company. And off of nothing, off of uncertainties with tariffs. So, yeah, it doesn't matter to me. And close IFEG first. I don't know which time frame you're talking about. There's no IFEG here. Boot doot 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 doot. Okay, so the third trade up into this inversion. So this could be the inversion that drives us higher here. I'd prefer that it doesn't, but we'll see what happens. Five seconds till this candle closure. Let's see if we get the close above. No close above. $30 seconds. $10 seconds. I'd really honestly rather see them close it above and then completely dump it right away. That's my hope, but we'll see what happens here. Okay, so that's technically... Oh, did that close above? No, it didn't close above, so I'm more inclined to believe this is going to actually go up here. But we'll see. Okay, so pretty big red or not big, but decent red candle there. Hopefully it holds and it pushes us all the way down. But who knows? Again, guys, the thing that I would want to reiterate here is just wait for something great. You don't want to be trading in the middle of the range here. Could we go up here? Sure. Could we go down here? Sure. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I know where we're going to go based on this candle here. Even if it's inverse of the upside, I wouldn't love it as much because we still have another low resting right below us. So I'd rather wait for one to get swept and then execute, not just trade in the middle of the range gambling that one is going to hit before the other. Hope that makes sense, guys. All right, so hopefully this is what drives us lower here. That's my hope, but we'll see. Okay, so there is a woman to close above, so technically this is a long setup. I'm not going to be taking this because it's not a plus. I'd rather see this get swept first, but you could if you want, guys. Target would be the equal highs above. Do 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 do. Okay, so if you're in this trade, technically this is your stop to break even. You could hold up to this one if you want. That's also totally fine. But at least to that first one, if you're really risk averse. Okay, so they're almost your stop to break even. Be careful if they just leave it untapped and then they reject it, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so a rejection right before that high, so obviously not a good sign if you're in this long. Still could easily work, but just a heads up. Okay, not a good sign for bulls here. So hopefully we do get the equal low sweep, and then we get a better leg of price. That would be awesome. But right now this IFEG is still holding, so in theory this could easily still work. Again, nothing here that I want to take. Another set of equal lows just formed here, by the way. Okay, pretty big spike up there. I'm guessing this is going to hit that internal high and equal highs here now, but it is what it is. And then midnight opening price is probably next. You really want to see this blast off here. You don't want to see it trade back down. So like right here, you want to see it move higher. You want to see this 1 minute order block form. Okay, not a good sign, obviously, for bulls. Could it hold? Absolutely, easily, but nothing here is A+, guys. It's just watching. Another inversion forming here. That could be used to sweep those equal lows now. Baby, all I want for Christmas is you. You, baby. Okay, maybe they do it now. I don't know. Happy to not be a part of this price action. That's one thing I will say. Is anybody in this like trying to trying to trade this chop? Again, even though these equal highs are very likely to hit, is like I don't understand what people are doing here. If you're in this right now, please let me know. Enlighten me if you're trying to trade this right now. Somebody let me know. Coming super close to those equal highs and not actually snagging them. Pretty crazy. But this is what they do. They did this yesterday, by the way. If you guys look back at yesterday's PA, we came super close. Was it? Where was it? Right here. We came super close to all-time highs, or like high of day. 1, 2, 3 times. They kept rejecting it. Wouldn't be surprised if they do it again today. Just like they're doing. So we're trading into this little 1-minute volume imbalance. That's the only thing I can think of here is what they're using. But if this doesn't bounce from here, then we're cooked. This is like the final line in the sand right here. Right now, if this doesn't bounce to high of day now, this is going to reject and probably stop everybody out who was long in this whole leg of price. All right, there it is. Okay. And there's midnight opening price. Now we do have another set of equal highs above, so keep that in mind. We could come up and snag them. They're at 23. What are they at? 23,431.75. So keep in mind those could get snagged, but yeah, not interested in being part of this at all. Type 1 if you stayed out of that price action. Type 2 if you try to trade that. I hope to see ones. How is there 26 people in here? 26 viewers? They must all be bots. There's 26 people watching this and not a single, only one person comments, which is K. Come on, y'all. It's like talking to a brick wall. I want to give my knowledge and advice here, but nope. If nobody is reciprocating, then how can I do it? And again, I know this was boring PA. I mean, there's not much to do here, but whoa, what the heck? What's going on here? Okay, let me restart my computer.